So I think it's insane. I was not expecting like 7 minutes of gameplay. Yeah, we got from IGN, of all people, a lot of new Sonic gameplay. Some good, some bad. Well, not bad gameplay, but in terms of like so far, presentation wise, there's some things that I feel like could be said in both directions. Yeah, we got some cool stuff. I love the music. How like somber it is in comparison to what we normally get for a large grassy plain like this. Yeah, Sonic, his run is a bit stiff. I guess I want more turning and like the adventure games, but I do like the animation to where his spines, even though they're a little bit shorter than usual because it's the Forces model. I think just the overall shading of it, like the color being a lot darker and less bleached, really helps, and it goes a long way, as well as the art style around him being better. He has proper idle animations from what we saw a little bit of. You got these purple coins, which are definitely interesting to be collecting coins in Sonic. It's not a first, though. I wonder if they like unlock new areas or new abilities. Maybe they're like skill upgrades for the skill tree you've heard about leaks. And then we got him climbing like he's Knuckles, like Boom Knuckles, not even regular Knuckles. That was like how Boom Knuckles climbed, just about. And I do kind of see some inspiration from Sonic Boom in terms of like some of these areas, honestly, in terms of how they're designed. But I don't know. I mean, I guess with all the rails, like the way the rails work so far feels kind of like Forces. Like when people say it feels like Forces DNA, I don't see it outside of like the rails, because the rails don't seem like they're that interactive, but they seem like they're plentiful. And that's what I'm worried about, is a lot of this is like go through hoops to launch onto a rail, into a spring, and all that stuff. And I think there's, in the very least, a giant wide open space for you to run around, but the biggest thing I was hoping for was the ability to roll, so you can like take advantage of all of these like hills and stuff. Because right here, you're kind of just going straight. And this is cool. And I think it's definitely like, especially here, when you're just out in the open, I think it definitely is going to be more interactive than Forces, but I need more freedom than Forces, not just more interactiveness. And I mean, we're getting some of that. I guess it's more just they're going in specific straight lines here. I just want to kind of see them run around, which they do some of. I have no idea what that is. I'm interested about that. I guess it's an enemy, which I want to see more enemies in this wide open environment. It would make it feel a bit more alive. Although, like, there's some nice Sonic stuff to interact with, and he can run on the walls, which is really cool as well. Like, that was like the Lost World animation, and I like that. Maybe they're bringing back the parkour system, but touching it up a bit. They got tricks again, which is always nice to see. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and while I don't know if I'd say that so far it looks like Sonic has good like control in terms of at max speed, he can still turn really easily. Like Adventure 1 and even 2. But in the very least, it looks like there's some really good speed control where you can go to walking to jogging to sprinting to boosting. Or what I can assume is boosting, just because like it could be just a really quick button, but I think or quick mode. But I think it's boost because he has those little waves. You have this, which they're like puzzles, which is interesting. It doesn't seem like none of them are any like super hard, which is good, because if I'm playing as Sonic, I don't really want to be stopping for like a few minutes at a time to stop puzzles. Here we get these cool like pixelated flames that you use the spin cycle on to put them out, which is interesting. And it does this like scanning thing, which we've seen the hamster wheel looking thing do before. It also, the puzzle later on does it, and it makes fruit appear. And earlier, Sonic was collecting like these pink, purple crystal hearts. he's got the lunge like he's Mario, but also it kind of reminds me of like Colors, what happens when you don't have any boost. But like the gravity feels more like Mario's dive. Yeah, more like he can really run up those slopes. It's not, and it feels somewhat smooth. I like the landscaping around here. Here's where we saw yesterday. There's a lot of platforms around, which I like. Like, you could explore in the sky or on the ground. There's birds swooping in. Beautiful forest. The render distance, like, right there, it would have been beautiful lava rolling, and you just roll down this mountain. But yeah, the render distance, there is some stuff popping in. It's not horrible, but it can, like, lead to maybe I'm looking for something, but then I miss it just because it hadn't loaded in when I had the camera panned over there, so I just straight up missed it. Yeah, overall, it looks like it could be fun. I'm still hoping that so far the leaks seem to be true, so I'm hoping those cyberspace levels that are, like, unleashed and gens are in here. As well, this looks fun. I need more here. Like, more Titan fights. They need to show off a bit more of the combat and stuff. More areas, because this looks like it could be fun, but I don't know if I just want to just run around, solve puzzles, and grind on rails all day. I need more like a Sonic game, because this looks like really good in terms of like exploring around the area, which is what I wanted. There's also speed and platforming, which we need, and while there's speed here, I'm not sure if there's like proper like level design in the open world. Like, they've added some elements we wanted, but I don't know. I still feel like I need more. But this is good. The game looks beautiful. Yeah, they put in fruits, so I have no idea what those fruits do. Maybe they also power up Sonic. I have no idea. But yeah, solid trailer. Looks fun. I need to see like more bosses, what the story is like, if there are more characters playable or not. Yeah, I love the way he runs through the water anyways. Just, if he had a role, I think I'd be a bit more excited just to mess with momentum in the open world, which he definitely has some of, which is nice. And just overall, really good trailer. Yeah, so just give Sonic some really nice fluid control, some more like squash and stretch animation when he's like moving around. Maybe just a bit more fluidity, like that's why I want the roll. We don't need the roll, but if they can add something like that, I'd be hyped. And then just show more like free open gameplay, and I'll be happy.